Amazon MGM Studios' Melania promises unprecedented access to the 20 days leading up to the 2025 presidential inauguration, told through the eyes of the First Lady, Melania Trump. What it delivers, however, is far more restrained and far less revealing than its premise might suggest. It's directed by Ratner, whose career has been largely dormant following multiple sexual misconduct allegations from various women, and the film also functions as a quiet return for a filmmaker Hollywood has mostly sidelined. Ratner's previous work, which you've probably heard of, includes things such as Rush Hour, X-Men The Last Stand, Tower Heist. And this looms over the project, though Melania never quite feels cinematic enough to justify the comeback narrative attached to it. While there are several people online claiming that this is a documentary, Melania Trump herself has said that this is not a documentary, rather it's a creative experience that offers perspective, insights, and moments. The creative experience opens with Melania framing the film as an intimate glimpse into her life during a moment of heightened public attention. While there is undoubtedly an audience eager for this perspective, those hoping for insight into her upbringing, personal challenges, or interior life likely come away disappointed. This is not a biography, nor is it particularly reflective. Instead, the film decides to keep most of its focus narrowly trained on logistics and appearances and the days leading up to the inauguration. We follow Melania through meetings with fashion designers, planning sessions, and carefully managed interactions within her inner circle. There are cameos and moments that feel exclusive, but rarely do they deepen our understanding of who she is or how she experiences her role. The access feels controlled, the conversation is guarded, and at times emotionally distant, all of which makes sense considering her status and role in the country and her public image of being a bit guarded. In that sense, the documentary-like film does exactly what it sets out to do and, well, nothing more. If you want to see how the First Lady prepared for her return to the White House, Melania provides that window, but if you're hoping for nuance or some type of genuine introspection or even tension, the film offers little to hold on to. We get glimpses of her passions for helping others through her own initiatives, such as working with children and providing insights and supporting the health of children, while also utilizing the knowledge of others to learn from with the goals of empowerment, and how important her family is to her within the mix of all these personal endeavors. Now, there will undoubtedly be viewers who are unable to separate their feelings about Melania Trump from their feelings about her spouse, and who will therefore feel compelled to dismiss or attack this project outright. For some, that reaction will stem from their dislike of the director. For others, it will be the presence of her husband, who appears in multiple sequences throughout the film. That reaction, while predictable, risks overshadowing the few moments where the documentary-like film does attempt to say something meaningful. One of the more compelling moments of Melania is its subtle emphasis on immigration and the immigrant journey. Melania speaks about the importance of immigrants, her belief in using influence and power to advocate for those in need, and her own path from Slovenia to the White House. In one of the film's clear statements of purpose, she notes, "Everyone should do what they can to protect our individual rights, never take them for granted, because in the end, no matter where we come from, we are bound by the same humanity." These moments hint at a more thoughtful and substantive project, one that engages with identity, responsibility, and public service. Ultimately, I found the creative endeavor a bit boring overall. Much of what was presented here, wardrobe planning, scheduling, and service level exchanges, lack narrative momentum or emotional stakes, aside from one specific moment revolving an exchange that takes place with a Hamas survivor. While the film markets itself on never before seen footage, most of what we see feels more like a polished extension of Melania Trump's public image and a meaningful departure from it. This film is how Melania sees herself, and whether you think that's good or bad, it is how she wants to be seen by us. It's with this in mind that there are simply better creative experiences available, one that takes greater risks, asks harder questions, or offers clear insights into their subjects, even the parts that aren't showy. Melania may satisfy supporters or the merely curious, but for viewers seeking depth or intrigue, it falls a bit flat for me. If you've seen Melania, let me know what you thought in the comments below, whether you loved it or didn't connect with it. I'd like to hear your perspective. I'll see you next time for another movie review.